Hello YouTube, Sean Bradley here, and today I will be reviewing Logan Lucky, marking the theatrical coming out of retirement for director Steven Soderbergh.
The plot follows a blue-collared labourer named Jimmy Logan, played by Channing Tatum, who is let go from his job at a construction site on the Charlotte Motor Speedway in North Carolina. Upon learning that his ex-wife, Bobby Jo, played by Katie Holmes, is moving away to Lynchburg, Virginia with her new husband, played by David Denman, and her and Jimmy's daughter Sadie, played by Farrah McKenzie, making it harder for Jimmy to visit, Jimmy plots, along with his amputee brother Clyde, played by Adam Driver, and his sister Mellie, played by Riley Keough, to rob the Charlotte Motor Speedway during an important race, enlisting the help of convicted safecracker Joe Bang, played by Daniel Craig. But things start to go wrong, and even when they think they've gotten out scot-free, Special Agent Sarah Grayson, played by Hilary Swank, is on their trail.
So this film marks director Steven Soderbergh's coming out of retirement.
Soderbergh, known for directing such films as Traffic, Erin Brockovich, and the Ocean's trilogy, retired from feature filmmaking after directing 2013's Behind the Candelabra, despite the fact that that film was a TV movie produced by and premiered on HBO in America because Hollywood studios rejected it for a theatrical release as they had deemed the film too gay. However, it was theatrically released in England by distributor Entertainment One. Since directing that film, Soderbergh initiated what he had called a 5-year plan that would see him transitioning away from feature films. He directed the TV series The Knick, starring Clive Owen. After the show's second season, Soderbergh announced that he was done directing the series. He also helped his friend Spike Jonze with Jones's film Her, as the film was originally over 150 minutes long. Jonze had asked Soderbergh to do his own edit of the film, which Soderbergh did, cutting it down to 90 minutes. This wasn't the final version, but it helped Jonze to remove any unnecessary plots. He also worked as the editor and the DP on Magic Mike XXL, Gregory Jacobs' sequel to Soderbergh's own 2012 film Magic Mike, where he was credited with his usual cinematographer pseudonym of Peter Andrews and his editing pseudonym of Mary Ann Bernard. Last July, it was revealed that Soderbergh had secretly filmed Unsane, a feature film that was shot on an iPhone, which he plans to distribute domestically himself next year.
This film has an atmospheric feel of the Ocean's trilogy. It would use the same editing that was used in the scenes in many of those films where the characters are planning the heist. So you have the ringleader talking about like what they're going to rob, how much money's in there, and all these different little elements and what these characters are supposed to do on that job. The movie would even give you a feeling of it being an Ocean's film.
The score for this film was composed by David Holmes, who had scored all 3 of Soderbergh's Ocean's films.
It has the same type of characters that you would see in an Ocean's film. So, let's talk about Steven Soderbergh's direction.
Soderbergh was originally given the script for this film in the hopes that he could find a suitable director to helm it, but he enjoyed the script so much that he decided to direct it himself, specifically noting the film as an anti-glam version of an Ocean's movie. He told Entertainment Weekly, "Nobody dresses nice, nobody has nice stuff, they have no money, they have no technology, it's all rubber band technology." He was also working on a new distribution model at the time and had felt that this script was the perfect opportunity to do so.
Like all of the other things that I had previously said, this film has the likeness of both a Soderbergh film and an Oceans film. Now on to the performances. Channing Tatum does a great performance as Jimmy Logan, the film's protagonist.
In his teens, he was a quarterback in high school with a promising future in American football until an injury put an end to that. But now he was working on a construction site at the Speedway until he was let go due to that injury. He is past being a rising star, with performances in Magic Mike, Foxcatcher, and the Jump Street films, 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street.
I thought that he was a pretty good leading man in this. And Adam Driver does a good supporting performance as Jimmy's brother Clyde,
an amputee who had his hand blown off while touring in Iraq. He is good as he doesn't want to do the heist at first, but soon warms up to it. Part of the plot involves him driving into the window of a convenience store so that he would get sent to prison in a bid to help Joe Bang break out of prison.
And on to Daniel Craig, who has got to be the standout performance in this film. He is chameleon-like in this film. His character has bleach blonde hair and this high-pitched southern accent.
I kept looking at him, searching for James Bond, but Daniel Craig does a great job in convincing us that he's another character. He looks like he is having fun with the role, and he was entertaining to watch, and it was a funny performance to watch.
The supporting characters are great.
Riley Keough is great as Mellie, the sister in the Logan family. Katie Holmes as Jimmy's ex-wife Bobby Jo is okay. Seth MacFarlane has a few scenes in the film as British businessman Max Chilblain. He puts on this Cockney accent, and MacFarlane is known for his voices, as evidenced in Family Guy, American Dad, and The Cleveland Show. I've not watched much of these shows as of recently, however, I have enjoyed his work as a director of A Million Ways to Die in the West and the Ted franchise.
Hilary Swank comes into the film at the end as Special Agent Sarah Grayson,
who is investigating the robbery that was conducted by the Logans at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. She does great in her role, determined to bring down the Logans, but to no avail. Hilary Swank has this expression of untrust in which she cannot trust anybody, even if they are working with her.
This film has the conventions of a heist film as it portrays what happens before, during, or after the heist. The many differences is the obstacles that the characters have to get through or the methods used to ensure that the heist succeeds.
Logan Lucky received a 92% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with an average rating of 7.5 out of 10.
So in conclusion, Logan Lucky is a return to form for Steven Soderbergh, giving us great performances, including a show-stealing turn from Daniel Craig as Joe Bang. It has an atmospheric feel of the Oceans trilogy, with a twinge of difference in the characters and their backgrounds. It is a heist film that does not take itself seriously. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and it has a mix of both drama and comedy. I give this film an 8 out of 10. This is Sean Bradley, signing out. I'll see you later. Bye.